thought that hairstylists are among the most stressed professionals. A recent online survey by Pharma Dynamics has revealed 10 most stressful jobs in the country. To tell us more, we're joined by the spokesperson of the mental wellness company, Mariska van Aswegen, from our studios in Sea Point. Mariska, good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Palisa.
Now, tell us more about the survey. We know that you got to interact with about 2,000 people, but what kind of questions were asked?
Yes, we had a response from about 2,000 South Africans working and living in the country. And we asked questions about what creates stress for them in their jobs to try to determine the level of stress in various professions, of which we had responses from about 40 different professions in South Africa. And we also asked questions relating to factors that can affect your work stress and can increase your work stress, like, for instance, salary, workload, travel responsibilities, and then also risk that is associated with these various positions or professions. The results were quite astounding, and we found that about 31% of South Africans rate their job-related stress as excessive. 40% related it or rated their job stress as mild, and then only 29% of South Africans actually stated that their job stress is manageable, and that poses real concerns for us with regards to the health impacts of potentially more than 70% of South Africa's workforce being stressed because of their jobs.
And Mariska, I'm looking at the findings of the survey, and it is very amazing because some occupations might not appear to be as stressful, and in reality they are.
Absolutely. As you mentioned earlier, hairdressers were cited as the second highest, or having the second highest stress score, or average stress score across all the various professions. And basically, if one just think about the high demand of that profession that we don't always see or associated with hairstylists, for instance, they constantly have to perform in the public eye. They have a highly competitive environment or industry that they function in, and then also they've got unmanageable deadlines. This, together with the physical stress on the people in that profession, were what these people actually cited as causing stress and increasing their stress. Then also, if we look at the environment, it's often a fast-paced environment, and they are exposed to unhealthy fumes and noise during their day, and this can add to the already high levels of anxiety that they are experiencing.
And I believe as well, because they're also responsible for uplifting our confidence as clients, and that adds to the pressure that they have to face on a daily basis.
Absolutely, and we often go to the hairdresser, and a lot of us see that as a stress relief for ourselves, but we often don't realize that they absorb stress from other people. They are exposed to other people's stress on a daily basis, and that in itself can actually lead to increased levels of stress for the individual itself.
All right, talk to us about which jobs in order that are more stressful. I mean, we do know that the top one on the list is being a pilot, second a hairstylist, but take us through the order of the stressful jobs.
Yes, as you've mentioned, pilots and hairdressers came in second, and then from there, in the order of the top 10, it was made up of farmers. Film directors came in fourth, and then your public services like nurses and police officers followed in line. Then more the corporate executives and CEOs, and then the last two spots in the top 10 was taken up by doctors and singers, or people that function in the entertainment environment, that also rated quite highly on the average stress score.
This might sound a little bit light, Mariska, but in actual fact, chronic stress, we do know that can actually have long-term effects on your body, physically so and psychologically. What tips do you have, or the stress-busting measures that your company has actually recommended?
Yes, I think the important thing for us to be able to manage stress is to identify what caused stress for you as an individual, because all of us are different, and what caused stress for me is different from the next person. So it's quite important for you to identify what caused stress for you, and then to see if there are ways for you to eliminate or to manage those stress triggers in your life better and easier. Often it's just an increased level of awareness of what caused stress for you. Often we don't even know what caused stress for ourselves, and if you can manage those stressors easier. It may assist you in managing your health better as well. Then always a good idea to exercise regularly, because our bodies produce endorphins that can just give your mood a little bit of a boost if that is necessary. Sleep is always important. Not always possible, but try to get that 8 hours sleep a day. And then just sharing your experience with family and friends. We often underestimate just an increased level of understanding that you are going through a tough time at work, that you are experiencing a difficult and a stressful situation. Just people close to you in your social environment understanding that you have high stress at work can actually help you manage your stress better as well.
All right, Mariska, that's where we're going to leave it for this morning, but thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. That's Mariska van Aswegen talking to us about the fact that hairstylists are among the most stressed professionals. So, Leanne, the next time you go to a hair salon, you must know that you're exerting pressure on the poor hairstylists.
You don't. Let me tell you something. I actually, when I saw that, the first person I WhatsApped was my hairdresser. I sent the actual article to her and I said, "Can you believe it? Look at this." She was shocked, actually. She said, "Really? Am I seriously the second most stressful profession?" And the more she thought about it, the more she realized, in fact, I think I am in the most stressful position.
It certainly is, because at times we go to the hair salon not even knowing what we want. You go there, you get seated, and you're like, do something that will suit me. You see? On its own, it's just stress to them. But yeah.
Listen to me nicely. And the minute you mess with a woman's hair and you put that you put the wrong color in, or something happens and you cut it too short and the style is not right, you've had it. And that's it. Your night is interrupted forever because you won't sleep properly. That much I can guarantee. Anyway,